Who's been to a tasting that I've done before? Hands up. Okay, I might need to get some new jokes. Let's see. Cool. So the whole idea with beer and food, what we're trying to do tonight is put together amazing beer and food combinations. And good beer and good food together elevates the status of both things. So it's like 2 + 2 = 5. You have the beer, you have the food, and if you combine them both, it makes you happy. So the way to find out if it's a good combination, you can put the beer in your mouth, enjoy the beer, put the food in your mouth, enjoy the food, put them both in your mouth at the same time, and if you're happier when you've got them both in your mouth, then it's a good combination, and that's kind of how it goes. So we're officially 4 years old as a company, which is quite exciting for us now. Thank you, thank you. You can now buy our beers in 27 different countries, which we never envisaged when we set out with 2 humans and a dog back in 2007. It's thanks to the amazing team that we've got that a good few are here tonight. So yeah, thanks team for helping us to get to where we've got to so far. So have you guys enjoyed the beer and food combinations tonight? Good. The guys in the kitchen have done an amazing job. It's all new things that are not in the menu, so it's quite exciting to see what the guys have come up with. The beer you're about to taste tonight is something we only made a tiny batch of, and it's something quite special. So this beer started out as a beer called Basha. So if you look at Basha and if you look at Bitch Please, you might think that we like calling beers offensive things, but these names have got nothing to do with me. The only slightly offensive beer name that's got something to do with me is Sink the Bismarck. So Basha is a beer that we made with Stone. Stone are a beer company that are based in San Diego in Southern California, and they came over to Scotland back in 2009. So this beer is almost 2 years old now, and made Basha, which was a black double IPA with a Belgian yeast. So we made this beer back in 2009, but the version that you're tasting just now has been aged in a Highland Park whiskey cask with black raspberries for a year. It's then been bottle conditioned and aged in the bottle. So the beer is almost 2 years old, so almost half of the age of our company, which is quite exciting. So we made this beer, we put it in oak, we left it in oak, it picks up some of the oak flavours, it picks up some of the berry flavours, but what I'd like to get you guys to do is I'd like to show you how we like to taste a beer. So if everyone could do me a favour, if they could pick up the beer in their left paw or left hand. Okay, so what you've got in your glass with this beer and the other beers you've got tonight, it's a culmination of myself and my team's lifetime's worth of passion, of commitment, of dedication. It's not a beer made by a faceless, generic, multinational, monolithic corporation. This is a handmade, artisanal beer. You've got to take your time, you've got to show it respect, you've got to get to know the beer. So this is how we like to do it. Hello. How are you? Just as I say hello to this gentleman here. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Not bad.
He's not bad. I take my time with him. He's going to open up to me the same way the beer's going to. So think about what you're smelling. Hello. How are you? I'm fine. I've got cocoa. I've got kind of sour black currant flavors. There's hints of vanilla. There's toasted marshmallow. There's kind of whiskey influences coming through the air. You're getting kind of tiny tinges of peated malt. It's burning pirate ships. It's wooden hospital. There's cocoa powder. There's raisins in there too. Just so much flavor in the nose. And as it warms up, you're going to get more flavor. When you taste the beer, you don't just want to gulp it down like a cowboy. You want to get this in the tip of your tongue, in the sides of your tongue, underneath your tongue, back in the tip, and then down. So your tongue's not just for talking or whatever else you do with it, it's for tasting. So you want to make sure the beer gets in contact with all of your tongue. So this is how we like to do it. And then down. So in the tip of your tongue, you're getting the malt flavors coming through. So we use a lot of dark malts in there. You're getting biscuit, toffee, caramel, kind of very dark, bitter chocolate, almost kind of pure cacao flavors. As the beer goes back, you're getting tinges of sourness. The sourness comes from oxidization. This beer's been in that oak cask for 12 months. It picks up some oxygen. The oxygen gives it kind of tiny sour hints. You're also getting some sour hints from the black Scottish raspberries that we use in there. You're getting some of the Belgian yeast. The Belgian yeast, it's coconut, it's vanilla, it's banana flavors in there. It's smooth, it's got so much depth. As this beer warms up, it's going to open up so much more flavors to you, and it should go quite well with the dessert that we've got. So the dessert is an Asian spin on Stanahin. So we've got Peking dust, we've got a cream that's got some of our beer in it, so it should be quite a fun combination. So anyway, the story about lesbians. Yeah. So we've kind of done quite well, and we've built up our business a lot since we started 4 years ago, and consequently we've done quite well in business competitions. And about 6 months ago, Martin and myself were down in England to meet the HSBC people. We was shortlisted for HSBC Startup Business of the Year 2010. So we went down to London, we put our suits on, we had a PowerPoint presentation, and we were telling the judges about our company. And there was an amazing judging panel there. There was the head of Google for the UK, there was the top people in HSBC Bank, and there was also a feminist in the judging panel. So we're talking about our company, and a lot of what we've done marketing-wise is kind of a little bit edgy and a little bit punky and pushes right up to the line, and until you get to the line, you don't quite know where it exists. And in one of our booklets, we made a reference, perhaps ill-advisedly, to Save the Whale Lesbos, which we thought was quite funny, but the feminist certainly didn't. So we were kind of talking, and the feminist, she's got her booklet, and she sees this, and she's not happy, and she says, guys, just stop. How can you come down here? How can you tell us your plans? How can you speak about being a modern company when you're offending women? It's 2010. You're writing about Save the Whale Lesbos, guys. You just can't do this at all. It's just not on. And I was just about to start speaking, but Martin, who was sitting next to me, he started speaking before I did, and he said, listen, love, which is never a great start with a feminist, but he said, listen, love, don't for a second think that I hate lesbians. In fact, I've got some DVDs at home, just lesbians. Needless to say, we didn't win the competition. Anyway, there's one more beer to come, which Tobias and Jared are going to speak about. So these are the guys that actually make the beer, so it'll be fun to get their perspective on the Punk IPA, which is the final beer. The guys in the kitchen have done an amazing job tonight. The food's been awesome, so a big thanks to John and Dave. And just a big thank you to you guys as well. Without people like you coming out, tasting the beers, drinking the beers, we wouldn't have a business at all. So I'd be back working a fishing boat, and Martin would have nothing to do but offend lesbians all the time. So it's awesome that you guys like the beer. Watch lesbians as opposed to... I think in a way that's kind of offending them, but we can go with it.